Hey, Llama here. Welcome to preparing for Ark Survival Ascended. In this series, I started out fresh on the island on official PVE. This is Ark Survival Evolved, but I'm limited to only items and creatures available in the base game on the island to give a realistic perspective on what starting out on Ark Survival Ascended might be like. Hey, well, welcome back everybody. What are we up to today? Well, today we're going to do some boss fighting. We finally got to the point where we can take on the Broodmother, and we'll be doing the Broodmother in Gamma and possibly Beta, and we should easily be able to take on the monkey, the Megapithecus, in, well, I would say Gamma, Beta, and probably Alpha as well, because that's a lot easier fight than the Broodmother. We've got our Rexes here, all lined up and ready to go. Let's just shut up shop here. Now, again, because we're not using pods, I've got to walk them all the way to the obelisk. So I have built myself a little base, sort of like a position, what would you call it? I suppose if you were PvP, call it a fob, but it's not really. It's just some gates for me to stash the Rexes while they heal in between fights, right next to the obelisk. So we're going to walk these guys all the way over. Now I've put them on their own whistle group so that when I do whistle follow all, I don't get everything in the base follow me, and we'll just walk them slowly out. This is likely to be a bit of a nightmare because the pathfinding on these Rexes is terrible. Certainly one of the things I hope they fix in ASA, to be honest, if they could apply some more intelligent pathfinding for follow whistles, that would be awesome. Alright, there we go. Stragglers, let's see. Oh, yeah, I can see a head poking through the gate there. So, they're all good. We just got one left who didn't make it through. Like, seriously, I think the behemoth gate's big enough, but this guy disagrees. So, oh, he's stuck. Oh, he's proper stuck. Alright. Okay, we're going to need to move the bassload. Oh, now he's not stuck. Okay, let's get back on him. Oh, hey, come back. Oh, he's stuck again. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Alright, hop off, hop back on. There we go, now we're good. Of course, he's following the UT, he's not following me, so... Because I was on the UT when I whistled. Alright, let's shut the gate, and there we go. Well, that actually wasn't all that bad, although we've got a long way to go yet. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Alright. So I'm going to walk them slowly. I'm going to take the easiest path I can think of to the green ob, so someone to the left there up that river would be where I would normally go, but someone's built a huge base blocking it, and I'm not going to get all these Rexes through, so I'm going to go a little bit further up, and I'm going to go down the next river, and hopefully we don't lose too many. I have to say, if you're navigating sort of like rocks and trees, this is a nightmare. But because I'm pretty much going around the beach side, and then when I get to the river, to be honest, I'm just going to go smack bang centre down the middle of the river to try and stop them getting caught up on things. We should be fine. Alright, so, well, I won't subject you to the entire journey, so I'll bring you back when we're a little bit closer to the base. Here we go, Rexes, your new home away from home. Let's just stop to do our business. More to stop. I'm not going to try and get them all through the gate at once. I think we got them all here, which is good. And this is, I mean, this is nothing flash, it's just a whole load of dinosaur gates I grinded out. A little sort of 3x2 with some chests in. Alright, so I'm going to bring those Rexes in here. I'm going to leave them here while I go and get the rest of the gear that I need to do the boss fights. Okay. So we've got a lot of Rexes lined up. We've got all the gear we need. Now we need to get them up to the actual obelisk platform itself so that we can summon the boss. This is going to be tricky because these... so here's the thing, I could take them up one at a time. I've got a clear pathway up from where I am. It's a bit long and windy, it's not a direct route up to the obelisk. So I've decided I'm going to try my luck just leading them through as a cluster. I know probably half of them are going to fall off and land in the water below, but I'll deal with that when we get the majority up there. Just wait for these two. Just two. Yeah, one made it out. The other one's no IQ test for Rexes. That's the thing. Come on, you can do it. Oh yes, he's through. Fantastic. All right. Let's see if we can lead them up to the obelisk platform without losing too many of them. I'm going to go pretty slowly. This is quite reminiscent of a tech cave run, but without the lava underneath. And probably equally as unsuccessful. I probably should have come through and cleared all this stuff before I tried this. One on there. Lystro won't be a problem. I can still hear stomping behind me, so we got a couple of trikes. They might get in the way a bit. See if we can go around them. I don't know how the Rexes are going to fare. I'm not looking around. I don't want to know. I don't want to know how many I've lost. There's no way. I saw the width of the pack of Rexes. There's no way they're all fitting up this path. So I think it's fair to say that we might have lost a few already. I think the stomping's got a little bit quieter. I'll try and loop around here. Oh, there's still quite a few behind us. Yeah, we've lost some. That's not too bad. Let's see if we can... Oh, we'll get them around here, mind you. Them running around underneath. Okay. Let's see how we go. Alright, so we're going to grab these guys up to here. I'll whistle stop following, and then I'm just going to go and manually grab the other ones and bring them up, probably one at a time. So I'll bring you back when we've got them all here. So I've done a quick count. I think we've got them all apart from one. So we must have one lone Rex down here in the water. Don't really want to fall off of here. Okay, I'm going to have to go down there and go looking for him. Yeah, so we must have lost one more at some stage down in the water. Ah, there we go, I can see him. Right, just go and grab him. Wait, what? Hang on. There's two name tags. There's two Rexes. Did I miscount? I'm sure we were only missing one. Okay. Well, let's... okay, I'm confused. Let's get these two up the top. Did I have 20 Rexes plus a Yeti? I should only have 19. Alright, well, let's get these guys up the top. And then we can check. We can actually use the obelisk itself to check how many tames we've got, because we can just use the transfer section to see how many tames we've got around the obelisk. And the only tames we've got here are the ones we're taking into the fight, so we can run down the list and just count them. Let's put this guy in position. Next to him. Now you notice I've said this in videos before, but I don't do the whole sort of Rexes around a circle thing. I don't see the point, so I get them all facing one direction. They're easier to whistle when you get in the fight that way. Let's just go get him off of following. Alright, let's have a look at the obelisk. So if we go to the creatures tab, you can see creature list. I'll just run down those and do a quick count. I think we've got 21. We do, definitely 21. Okay. We have one more Rex than we should have. I don't know how on earth that happened. Let's see if we can pick a bad one. That one's not too bad. That's actually a decent saddle. It's got good health. It's got decent melee. That one's not great, but it's not an easiest spot to get at. What about this guy? No, he's pretty good. He's got over 20k, 600. Yeah, this one's not great. 73.8 saddle, 20k health, but only 585 melee. Yeah, we might grab this one out, I think. The saddle, that saddle's not fantastic. And the melee's not that great either, so a lot of them are better than that. Alright, you, my friend, have been sidelined. Okay, there we go. So I think we're just about ready. A little bit of housekeeping before we kick off. First, let's put the Yudi on ignore group whistles. In the event I need to get off of it, I don't want it running away after the Broodmother and leaving me on foot. That would be bad. So we got our 19 Rexes and one Yudi. All the Rexes, look, you saw some of the stats before, but there you go, they've all got around 20k health. Tried to get 600 melee on all of them. Some of them have a little bit less than that, and they've all got sort of 70 to 80 saddles. Actually, I did those with the blueprint that we got in the Brood Cave, and crafting skilled them with a mind wipe. So we've got a variety of saddles. I didn't keep going until we got really good ones. They should be fine for Gamma. Now the final thing we have to do, and I would 100% recommend doing this before every boss fight, is to close out of Ark and reload again. This avoids blue screens. Because I'll tell you what, you blue screen as a solo player going into a boss fight and you lose everything. So you just die, basically. And if you're going in with a tribe and one person blue screens, it's fine, even if it's the person who starts the fight. But as a solo player, there's just no coming back from that. And yes, I'm speaking from experience. Okay, so we've restarted everything, reduced the chance of us blue screening. Let's get some food. Make sure, yep, they're all on the right whistle group, so I'm going to be able to control them when we get in the fight. Let's turn that thing off. Alright, I think we're good to go. Alright, let's put the artifacts in the terminal. So just the artifacts required for Gamma. And there we go, Gamma Broodmother. Let's hit the button. I'm wearing ghillie armor. It's quite warm in the Broodmother arena, so ghillie is probably your best bet, to be honest. I don't plan on getting off the Yudi and fighting anything by hand, so it's the armor protection is not really important. And if you do get off, if you do plan on getting off at any stage, like a gas mask or something would be useful, because the Broodmother fires those green poison balls. Alright, let's go. For some reason you always spawn on top of everything. Hop on the beauty, and oh, we're facing the wrong way. Okay, let's try and get the whistle. Alright, this is not going superbly. Oh, I'll tell you what, if I had $1 for every time I've done this fight, I'd be a rich man, and I still mess it up. There you go. Alright, that was not ideal. Right, now we've got Rexes. I don't even know if they're all attacking the Broodmother, to be honest. I think some of them are going for the spiders. Alright, well, she's taking a bit of damage, but that wasn't the best start, to be fair. She's probably done a little bit more damage to the Rexes than I would have preferred. But it's only gamma, we shouldn't have too much of an issue. So here we just sit back, we roar. That's those poison balls I was talking about, so they won't harm me while I'm on the Yeti, but if I was off the Yeti, they did quite a bit of damage, unless you're wearing a gas mask. So you can see her health drops fairly quickly. This is going to be a very quick fight. A little slower because of the lag. There we go. And we're done. Right, fantastic. Let's get these guys out the way. So we have unlocked the tech replicator, which is awesome. There's the spider on its back, legs in the air. Well, now, I always check just to make sure that the element isn't in the inventory of the boss. Sometimes that can happen. Let's see if we can find... Now, I think... Yeah, see, some of these took a fair bit of damage. That's like 10k they took. Yeah, see, some didn't take hardly any. I'm not super confident these guys are going to be able to do beta, to be honest. So I think we're going to do the monkey fight probably on all 3 difficulties before we attempt the beta brood. There we go. Alright, and let's head back. Didn't find the element. So the element will be... Oh, I'm in a Rex. Okay, the element will be in one of these Rexes in its inventory, but it's only 20 elements, so we've unlocked the replicator, but the irony of the whole situation is you need 100 element to craft it, and you only get 20 for the fight. So I'm going to, given some of these were quite hurt, I'm not going to go straight into another boss fight. I'm going to pull them off the platform. I'm not going to take them all the way back to the base. I'm just going to sort of put them around the side and give them an opportunity to heal, and look for my measly 20 element that I just got for this fight. Alright, so because I'm leaving all the Rexes at the ob to heal and there's no food traps there, I'd use a Parasaur with a platform saddle. But I thought this time, do you know what, I'm going to treat myself to a Quetz. And I came out looking, and it wasn't long, I found this 108 Tech Quetz. Really easy to knock out on a Rhino because you can shoot off the back of them. So obviously if we're starting in ASA and there are no sort of griffins, you can't shoot off the back of those. The only way of doing this without a Rhino is to use a tappy, sit in the passenger seat and whistle it to follow the Quetz, and then shoot from the passenger seat as a solo player, of course. So that's a tricky tame, not impossible, but just a bit of a pain. This is far more easier. So anyway, I'll bring you back when I've got this guy down and ready to tame. Okay, should be close to taming up now. Luckily didn't land in too dangerous a spot, so nothing, here we go. Nothing too dangerous around here. I cleared all the trees. Let's get this guy to follow us back to base, and then we can get her set up with some feeding troughs on a platform saddle, and we can get our Rexes healing. Alright, here we go. Back at the ob now. We've got all the feeding troughs there, good to go. Got a box and a bed on here too, because we can use that if we need to travel backwards and forwards, and the box to put artifacts and stuff in. It's late, so while these guys are healing, I'm going to get some sleep, and we'll come back and do the monkey afterwards. So I decided I won't subject you to 3 identical fights, but I will show you. This is the beta fight. Now watch, see that rock that he's through? I'm on an unimprinted Yeti, and I want you just to watch the health of the Yeti as he throws that rock, and look how much health that takes off my Yeti. So keep that in mind. I was definitely very conscious of that when I did the alpha fight, which is the fight I will show you in full. Now, before we do the alpha boss, let's talk a little bit about Apex Predator tributes. So, you need, for the alpha, you need 10 of each. You need 10 Megalania toxin. Now, I've mentioned before, the Megalania, you can find those quite easily in the cave on Carno Island. And if you want to, you can tame a couple. You can tame it like a male and female. And you can hatch their eggs, and when the baby, not only when you knock them out to tame them, you can get Megalania toxin from their inventory when you're taming, but if you hatch the egg, the baby will actually hatch with 2 Megalania toxin in it as well. So if you get a breeding pair and you can get some eggs going, then you have Megalania toxin as much as you could need. And obviously, if you just breed a couple of females, you can get a whole heap going in one go. You also need Megalodon tooth, really easy to get. Therizino claws, really easy to get. And Thyla claws, which, let's face it, if you were hunting Thylas, are really easy to get as well. So I've got a whole heap of Thyla claws from when we were trying to find a decent Thyla. The tough one is the Spinosaur. Now, it's probably one of the biggest questions I've seen asked on the island map is how can I get Spinosaurs? And you see I'm just walking up this river from Green Ob and I'm killing all the fish. So Spinos are on the same spawn point as fish, which means I find this is almost a foolproof trick. You start at the Green Ob, you work your way up towards the coast and just kill every fish that you see. Anything water sort of orientated, so fish, baryonyx, hesperornis, any of those things that even the carbonates, the turtles, any of those things that are on a water spawn, just go through and kill them all. I tend to head up the river, get up to a certain point, I stop and I come back and I keep doing the same thing, and I can almost guarantee you'll come across a Spino. It's a bit of a painful way of doing it. It's a lot easier if you've got a Giga, I have to say, because the bite radius is bigger, but you can do it with a Rex. So I'm going to keep going here. I'm 1 Spinosaur short of doing Alpha, so I'm going to keep going up here, and I'll show you the map point at which I turn around and come back, and then hopefully at some stage we'll come across a Spino. Okay, so here we go. This is roughly the point at which I turn around. You can see the Green Ob. We're not too far away from it, so only go a little way up the river, turn around, and then start chomping away on the fish again. The fish respawn pretty quickly, which is good because so do the Spinos. So I'm going to keep heading down towards Green Ob, and then I'm going to rather confidently say when I come across a Spino, I will bring you back. There we go. As we come around the corner, there is our Spino. There is our last Spinosaur. It's currently occupied, but we can fix that. Alright, so first thing is drop all... Oh, I'll keep the vertebrae, but we'll drop everything we're carrying because when we kill the Spino, we want the Rex to automatically pick the sail up. So I don't have to go fishing around for it in the water because I'm lazy. There we go, Spinosaur. That's the last one we need for our Alpha Megapithecus boss fight. Alright, let's not mess around, it's time for Alpha. So we've got 10 of each of the tributes as required. We have our 3 artifacts. We've got shotgun shells in case we need them, but I don't think we will. Let's get the fight going. Now, I've also brought some fur as well, because it's very cold in the arena. It's okay, I think we're good. I've already restarted. So I think all we have left to do is trigger the fight. So let's go. Alright, let's whack our gear on. We've got fur. I've got a flak chest piece, just as a bit of extra armour. A ghillie hat, for no particular reason. We've got our Yudi, good to go. He is the unimprinted one, so I'm very cautious of those big rocks that the Megapithecus throws. But we should be fine. This is without a doubt the easiest boss on the island. Alright, so you spawn on this platform over here. You can see his red health bar. First thing is get the Rexes out of the way over the back here. So we are not going to go up to the arena where the Megapithecus is. We're going to bring him down to us. So we're going to get the Rexes off there to the side. I'm going to get rid of these trees because sometimes they can get in your way when you're trying to do your whistle attack. The least amount of visual obstacles as possible. And I'm going to try and get them facing the right way at least, so that without getting caught in them, so that when I bring him down I can get them to attack him fairly easily. Give them a couple of roars, get them all revved up, bit of a pep talk. Now we got 20 minutes to do this fight, but it's a 5-minute fight. So you can see that in between here and those stairs going up, there's a bit of a drop off to the right there. That is a death drop. So on the left there's a world border, so you can't fall down there, but there to the right, falling down there, instant death for you or your tames. So for that reason you have to come up here with your Yudi, get this guy's attention, and then lead him down to where your Rexes are to avoid them accidentally falling into that death pit. Now whether they change that in ASA, we'll have to wait and see. Does he even care we're here? Oh, there we go. Okay, so when he sees you, he does that roar. I don't even need to look around. I know he's chasing me. So I'm just going to keep running away. I'm going to get on the other side of these Rexes because I don't want to get hit by those rocks he throws. Whoop. And let's see if we can get... Oh, gee. I can't... So I said about the obstacles, all the plants are in my way, and now the Rexes are in my way. There we go. That's it. Oh, they've all gone over there to run off the death pit. Oh, come on, guys. What are they doing over there? They're all just standing there. Okay, I need to try and get a... Oh, it's really hard to get a whistle spot on him when he's obscured by everything. There we go. Alright, here's the rest of the Rexes. In all honesty, I cannot believe we did not lose any to that drop off. They looked like they were ready to run off of it. Well, there you go. That's probably how you don't do it. Okay. Oh, now... Oh, that's... I cannot get... I don't know why the crosshair's not coming up. There we go. Alright, that's it. I'm not going to press anything else. I've got them attacking him now. Where are you going, buddy? Oh, get back in there. Alright, we should be good. Now the stuff you can see on my screen, that's those little monkeys, is it Megapithicus or something like that? They throw poop at you. So that's what they're doing right now. Very nice of them. Yeah, he's down past half health now, so I don't see this being an issue, to be quite honest. We should be fine. 16 minutes left. I very much doubt we'll lose any Rexes. His boulders do a fair bit of damage, and these guys only have 20k health, so I wouldn't be at all surprised if a few of them take a bit of a beating. But the good thing about the Megapithecus is he kind of turns around while he's fighting, so his damage is a bit more evenly distributed than the Broodmother when the Broodmother attacks, which is good. Probably makes this fight a bit easier. There we go. Megapithicus Alpha. Done. Let's get the Rexes out of the way. Someone's got all that tasty element. I think from memory you get 220 element for Alpha. You get 110 for Beta, which I've already done. And you get 40 for the Gamma. So I now have, yep, nothing in there. It's in one of the Rexes. So I now have more than enough element to craft the Replicator. And probably, oh yeah, see that one took a lot of damage, 13k. Yep, that one's about the same. Gee, look at that. Yeah, I don't think these guys are doing, I don't even know if they'll do Beta Broodmother, to be honest. They might struggle. So I'm glad I used them to do this first. There we go. There's our 220. There's our Alpha head. Fantastic. Alright, let's get back. There we go. Oh, what an episode. So we did the Gamma Broodmother, we did the Megapithecus on all 3 levels. We've crafted our tech replicator. Look at that lovely shiny piece of metal in the background that we can use to craft things really quickly from now on. Now, on official servers, it is now 2 times permanently. We only have a couple of weeks left until servers shut down, so I really need to pick the pace up. We still have to do the dragon fight. We still have to do the beta brood, try the alpha brood. I'm not super confident about that, and definitely get gamma dragon at least done. So I've been busy breeding fairies and getting some slightly better Rexes with a view to getting the tech cave hopefully done before they shut the servers down. But I really do need to get cracking on with it. Now, my gameplay is a little bit ahead of my video recording, so hopefully I can get the actual stuff done before the servers go down. Then maybe I might still have a couple of videos to edit after that, but we'll see what happens. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, maybe drop a like, subscribe if you like the content and you're looking forward to seeing more. Definitely when Ark Survival Ascended comes, we'll be doing another series and seeing what we can learn about the new game when that comes out. So looking forward to that already. I'm very excited, very hyped about it. So thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next video. I'm Llama, and I'm out of here.